Go. We're live.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Jeff and Dan Show. Oh, I just heard a girl scream.
Yes.
I wonder if it's that girl I'm saving for later. I didn't realize she would gain consciousness.
Ooh.
But anyways, welcome to the Jeff and Dan Show. This is a show that absolutely talks about nothing and everything.
Yes.
And sometimes you're lost in it, and sometimes you're not. But most of the time, we're lost. But anyways, I am Dan. I am the second host of the Jeff and Dan Show. And this is my best good buddy, the first host of the Jeff and Dan Show. What's your name again?
I'm Jeff.
Jeff, right.
What's happening?
Jeff, how you doing tonight?
Not too bad, sir. How are you?
Good. How was your week off?
It was pretty good.
How was your Thanksgiving?
It was pretty good.
Did you host or go away?
I went away.
Good. Well,
Potluck. It's one of those things where, family gets together and you bring in potluck dinner.
where'd you go? Your family or your wife's family?
My wife's family.
Okay.
Yes. My family has sort of disbanded, I guess, if you will. The one host that we used to have for Thanksgiving recently moved away to Florida. God bless her soul. She did a lot. She did a lot for the family. I mean, if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have gotten together and done all that stuff. But yes, my cousin Jody, she moved to Florida. She got married, which was wild. We didn't know anything about that. But yeah, she ended up getting married to a guy she'd been seeing for quite some time. Really nice guy, Vinny. Yeah, they moved to Florida together. I guess he's retired, but she has not. And the interesting part about that is that she works in Virginia.
That's a long commute.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So apparently she is flying in to work 3 or 4 days a week. Yes, in Virginia, and then go back out. And
does she have some money?
She has a pretty good job. Yeah.
I was going to say, to fly in for 3 days, you'd have to make a very good paycheck just to recoup that back.
I believe so. I believe that's the way it is. But that's the thing, though. I think she loves her job, too. And she's very successful at what she does. And like I said, God love her.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Is she is it private or for government?
Well, both.
Both.
Yeah, she was, for a while there, well, I can't really tell you because I might have to kill you.
I'm game. I don't mind dying.
No, she was working for HP, which was Hewlett Packard.
Oh.
For a long time, and then she went to she went to a private firm, and they started this whole thing, but they run a lot of computers for the government, certain sector of our intelligence community.
Oh.
Yes, so it's kind of interesting in that regard, but I can't really say much beyond that. She's definitely very, very cool, and she loves her job, so that's why she's kind of sticking it out. But I think she'll be retiring at some point, too, because I know I'd fucking get sick of having to drive or fly, you know what I mean, in and out for, twice a week or whatever.
Get the shits of working at something that you don't really have a passion for.
Well, yeah.
I mean, most of us have jobs that we may like it.
Yeah.
But,
we ain't flying in and out for fucking 2 days a week. Screw that shit. Yeah, so, but yeah, that's, but anyway, she used to host, and she used to do a lot of the work, basically, but since her mother's passed away, my aunt has passed away, and a lot of her family, just, since she moved to Florida and stuff, we didn't get together, and I don't even know, because we used to do Thanksgiving and then Christmas Eve, down
Same
there.
place.
Yeah, we're not even sure if we're doing Christmas Eve at all, so it's kind of one of those things where it's up in the air.
Does she still own the house?
No, they sold it. So it's actually the one we used to go to. Believe it or not.
Hey, Merry Christmas!
Do I know you? No, but we used to party here. No, her boyfriend Vinny, well, her husband now, Vinny, used to own the house, so we used to go there, which I always thought was an imposition. I was always kind of like, man, are we kind of putting him out? But no, he really enjoyed it. You know what I mean? It's the quality of family, and that was the thing too. Is he had children or has children that I'm friends with that used to come for the events too, and everybody had a good time. I mean, everybody usually got along, and everything was really good.
I remember you talking about that before, particularly the Christmas Eve
Yeah.
and how you just felt so. You didn't use this word, but I'll use it. Blessed.
Yeah.
You're just so blessed and so much
Yeah.
giving and love and food and all the good stuff of a holiday.
Yes. Yeah, that my family actually made it very when we didn't have, they made it very very much better, a lot better, and made it Christmas so much more special for my children, especially when we didn't have. But now that we've sort of caught up and are doing okay, yeah, it's like, man, I'd love at some point to be able to give back. I'm not at that point where I can, but someday I will, you know?
I'm hoping for damn sure that we both get in a position that.
Yeah, that'd be nice. So, come on, people. Start watching our show, so that way we can get that position to do that stuff.
Start buying stuff.
Yes, get a shirt or 5.
Or just send us money.
Yeah, send it straight to us, jeffanddan.com.
jeffanddan.com is now accepting cash.
That's right. You can mail it. Just put it in one of those little secure envelopes and mail it right to us, jeffanddan.com. You got it.
P.O. Box 302, Dillsburg, Pennsylvania, 17019.
Woohoo! We're not getting any money. Anyway. So.
Well, let me ask you one quick question about the holidays.
Okay.
Your Aunt Ruth, it's not your Aunt Ruth, is it?
That's my godmother, actually.
Okay, she's not your aunt.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, she's my godmother.
Your aunt that passed away.
Yes.
What was your cousin's name?
Jody.
Jody, her mom.
Yes.
When did she pass away?
This year.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was probably a little hard to deal with that too. I mean, you know, that was the thing though. She didn't suffer, but it took a little while, and we knew it was coming. You know what I mean? It's one of those deals where it was like, well, we were prepared for it. Enough to the point where the last time I saw her, before she passed away, I said, you know, do you have any regrets? You know, was everything cool? Did you, you know? And she said, yeah, everything was cool. So
No regrets.
no regrets. Yeah.
Man, if I'm on my deathbed and you come and ask me that question, pull up a chair.
You got time? I don't, but we're gonna fucking talk about this shit. Yeah, exactly. There's always gonna be regrets, and there's always gonna be those things where you're just kind of like, man, I wish I'd have done that. But kind of, you know, at the same time, when you get to that point in your life when you know it's coming, you know what I mean, the end is near, you got to say to yourself, I did everything I wanted to do. You know what I mean?
Or go do it.
That too. Bucket list, the damn thing. Exactly. So.
I noticed, I've known this for quite a while, but it's really hit home, and I'll tell you what, it sucks ass. Let's just take your family, for example, your cousin Jody and her mom.
Yeah.
Cousin Jody was the host of all these things, and her mom was there too, right along with everything. And
cooking, yeah.
those two were close, I'd imagine.
Yes. Yeah, she lived there in Benny's house for the longest time.
Now, she passes away. I've seen this so many times before. A key member of the family passes away. The holidays are shit or just gone.
Yeah.
I mean shit, and like, well, this is a tough year for me and my wife. She lost her mom. I lost my brother.
Yeah.
Her best friend just lost her mom on Monday.
Oh, wow.
And so Thanksgiving, my wife was in a terrible mood.
Yeah.
And we all know why.
Yeah.
She's sad. She misses her mom very much. And there's nothing you can do but time. And I don't even know, you know, they say time heals all wounds.
That's not true.
That's not true.
No.
That's not true.
There's always scars.
It dulls the pain.
Yeah, it does. It does. It lessens it, but then these little time periods actually come up and fuck it all up again.
Like this year, I don't want to say I've written off Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Right.
But my expectations are really lower this year.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be quiet, and I'm not going to be... I understand. I understand. And what I'm afraid of is all the holidays are going to be like this now.
I don't know. Because although time does not heal all wounds, they still are scars, and you still feel them, and you still feel the echo as a missing space of that person who's gone. unless something torrential happens, something really bad happens, you eventually will start to fill that space, and eventually you will recuperate. You'll get back to the point where these days, Christmas time and Thanksgiving and stuff like that, will start to feel better. You know what I mean? We'll eventually start to heal over. You're never going to get, you're never going to rid your mind of those people.
No Christmas is going to be the same now.
But, well, that's the thing, though. See, that's yes and no. I mean, think about it like this. Eventually, we all get to the point where we realize that this is the natural progression of life. It's what's going to happen. You know what I mean? And if we sit and wallow in our own misery, we're never going to be able to enjoy anything ever again. And we can't do that. We cannot do that.
I think if you would ask every single one of the people in your life that has passed, they would all answer, go on.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Start a new tradition.
Yeah.
Or do it in the old house, or,
A really great example of that, and this is something, we went and did the potluck Thanksgiving with my wife's family, okay? But when I say my wife's family, I mean this used to be the wholesome all-family tradition. But as we're getting older, the kids that were kids are no longer kids. And they're starting to have their own traditions. So when we go to this, I go to my brother and sister-in-law's house, my brother-in-law Greg and his wife Sonia. We go to their house. They're always gracious to invite us in. Everybody from the family is more than welcome to come. But as it stands, the majority of the family just doesn't show up anymore.
It's not as big as what it was.
Right. So like their children will try and attempt to get there. But even their one daughter, didn't make it. At least not while we were there. My other brothers and sisters, my wife's brothers and sisters, only a few of them showed up. As a matter of fact, my sister-in-law, Barb, she showed up. None of her children did. See what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, okay, now it seems obligatory. And it's only the older children, but even the older children, like my wife's brothers and sisters, not all of them are showing up either. Like the oldest son, Joe, didn't come. Now, granted, he has had a stroke. It's very difficult for him to maneuver. And he's really kind of gotten into a thing where he's sort of more trying to celebrate his own family. And that's what I mean by progressively as we get older and we get longer into things, and more we grow up, we start to realize that yes, hey, having family come together is really special, but we're moving beyond that and things change. And I've been trying to explain that to my wife. I really want her to know that she should take no offense, and she really doesn't, but she should take no offense. And I see her sort of getting a little sad about the fact that like her mother and father, who were there, enjoying Thanksgiving with us, seem to have a little gray in their eyes because a lot of their children and grandchildren aren't showing up. See what I'm saying? Kind of like they're getting like a little down. So they're a little happier when they see that we actually show up, and they're kind of very grateful for that. But I think as soon as her parents are gone, it's going to break apart. The whole thing is just going to go, everybody's going to go in their own direction.
I noticed that with families too. Not only is it with holidays.
Yeah.
The one key person dies and just scattermony.
Sure. Yes.
Gone. Everybody just goes their own separate ways. Yes. And it's just like, you can't help but feel sad. Like, let's look at my future. And some years from now, my mom's going to pass away.
Yeah.
Then what am I going to do in Thanksgiving? My dad ain't going to be cooking that big-ass meal.
Right.
I don't even think he'll be around because health-wise, he's a lot worse than Mom.
He's a lot, yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm going to be sad and depressed. What am I going to do? There's no more Thanksgiving anymore. And yeah, maybe we'll go to Lauren's for Thanksgiving or whatever. I don't know. And but it's always going to be like, remember when, remember when,
Right.
remember when.
Right.
So my biggest fear is, and you're right, the pain subsides, and the pain leaves, and there's this void, and you start filling the void with other things, and you
Right.
do start your own holiday traditions.
Right.
But they're never as good as what they used to be.
The ones you think of. Right. So that's the thing. And I think honestly when you start to delve into that, when you start to realize, let's take your position for example. You and the wife have lost the wife's mom. Her father's still around. And the tradition might have been that you guys went to their house for Thanksgiving. And then you went to your mom and dad's house for Thanksgiving for there.
Well, it's actually the other way around.
Okay.
Lunch at my house, dinner at hers.
Okay. So there you go. So you had that. As tradition rolls forward, and as we get older, now it should be incumbent on you to be the one to take the mantle and say, okay, I want to do the traditional dinner. Let's do the traditional dinner or lunch or whatever. And let's have my mother and father come to my house. So that way when they pass on, the tradition still stays at your house until Lauren gets old enough and she can take the mantle. See what I'm saying? I think that's the way it's meant to be, and it does feel weird, and it does not. It's not as celebratory as as it was for our past. Getting together with your family, you know what I mean? Everybody sort of getting together and meshing and so on and so forth. That being the case, you have to go out and create those new memories. You have to go out and create those new fun, enjoyable time periods. Those things where you come together and you say, this is what it's all about. My family getting together was great, but now I have my own family, and my own family needs to get together and do their thing. And whether or not my other family is going to recognize that, who knows?
We will see. I'm maybe I am I can't think of the word. Maybe I am ruining my own future just by thinking that they're not going to be as bright as they were.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm telling you, they're not going to be as bright as they were.
But
they still can be enjoyable.
But what happens if you say that, but then you realize that while you're saying that? So in other words, you're saying, I don't think they're going to be as good, but you're realizing that you're saying that they're not going to be as good, and what do? You go and try to attempt to make them better or the same as they used to be. In other words, your tradition used to be the turkey bowl, you have the ice bowl, whatever. You got together and you played football. Now what happens if you move forward with your own life and create your own version of that, or something to, challenge, make yourself better?
That actually plays into the second part about the holiday blues that I see coming.
Okay.
Maybe you can see it too, maybe you can't. But the core simple fact is American families are getting way smaller.
Yeah.
So let's take mine.
Okay.
Let's take my mom. And when she had Thanksgiving, when she was young, she had all of her 5 brothers and sisters there, her mom and dad, and all of her cousins and kids, and everybody was there.
Right.
There was 6 in her family, brothers and sisters.
Okay.
Now, now go to her children, she had 3.
Okay.
Now go to me, I have 1.
Right.
Everybody's getting smaller and smaller, smaller and smaller.
Right.
So pretty soon we're going to be cooking a big dinner for 3.
Or you can change the tradition of just family. Instead of having, just a Dan family tradition, Why not make it a Dan and Jeff family tradition? Why not make it a Dan and Jeff and Bob tradition? I don't know who the fuck Bob is, but just imagine if somebody else is out there and we're like, okay, let's pull this together. Because we know that families are getting smaller. And there's not much we can do about changing that. Except for going out and just having a whole lot more sex and more children. Yeah. No! I'm too fucking old. I'm not going to do that shit. So we get there and let's just change the tradition. It doesn't necessarily have to be just family. I think family and friends is a good idea. To be honest with you, I think that's probably one of the better. Thanksgiving it's about family, but it's also about friends too. That's why we have a thing called Friendsgiving. You've heard of that. You've heard of that tradition. What's the matter?
Keep talking.
Okay. He's going to fart. I have a feeling he's probably going to fart. Maybe he's got to pee. I don't know. We'll see. Sometimes you're live. And sometimes it shoots right through you. What are you going to do? Huh? What are you going to do? Look at that. Just like that. Just gone. He just disappeared. Gotta keep talking. I'm going to talk about it. But that's a good idea. I think we should consider doing that, man. You should consider, if you have a very small family and people are starting to segregate and they're starting to go off in their own little families and stuff, you could consider the idea, the notion of just having a get-together and sort of, Friendsgiving. Friendsgiving, that's what you should do. Friendsgiving. Did you ordinate?
Oh. Hi, everybody. I'm back. I'm glad to be back, too.
Oh, you farted when you walked by. No, I'm just kidding.
I did lose a pound. Do I look any thinner?
Woohoo!
Pound of water.
Yeah. It's that coffee break, man. I can't wait to get that bathroom done.
Did you know a gallon of water weighs 10 pounds? 10 pounds.
Is that all?
That's it.
Oh, I thought it would be more.
It's actually just a little bit shy, but still, 10 pounds.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And if you're out walking around and, like, hiking, you're doing some serious hiking, you have to haul clean water with you.
Yeah.
Depending how many days you're out there, that might be 30 extra pounds.
Oh, yeah.
The good news is, you drink it, well, the more you drink it, the less weight you carry.
Right, except it's in your body now.
It's in your body.
You just got to pee it out. But,
Pee it out.
Yeah.
And that's what I did.
There are options for that, too. You can take a survival straw with you. Find yourself a creek. Gather up your water there and then drink it through the survival straw.
I am a Pennsylvania boy through and through, and I have drank out of many a streams without...
Oh, yeah.
And just put my face right down there and suck it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And... aside from the deer piss, what could possibly be in it?
That's true.
Did you ever see in the creeks, and here in Pennsylvania anyways, I'm sure they're everywhere, but you could walking along a creek and you get to like some rocks where the water is turning or
yeah, it's maneuvering
around, yeah. And there's this pool of water that doesn't quite always get out.
Yeah.
It just kind of sits there. Yeah. And sometimes in this pool of water is this brown, foamy shit.
Yeah.
What is that?
I have no idea.
Somebody once told me that's deer shit.
I believe it. I believe it. It probably is. It probably washed up and just congealed over in that general direction.
Deer shit foam? Is that?
I'm sure the shit probably,
I use these deer so I can shave.
Yeah. God, you stink! Yeah. I've seen that. I've seen those where you get those little pools and they have like little bits of debris and all kinds of crap in them. I've seen them where they've been spinning around and around and around, and I'm just like, how come this just never goes out? You know what I mean? It's weird. So I don't know. I think it's nature's way of filtering itself.
And why is it whenever you drink from the stream, or it could be somewhere else, it feels really, really cold. But when you're drinking it in, it's kind of room temperature-ish.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, exactly.
this ice cold stream freezing my ass off.
Yeah, until I drink it. It's like, it's almost cocoa. What the fuck? You know what I mean? It's even Christmas. It's got marshmallows in it. Yeah, exactly. It's funny because here would see, they had these in Virginia too. They have one down in southern York County, which is little ways from here. But the spot where you pull over and there's like a hose coming out of the side of a mountain and people are like freaking filling up their spring water jugs.
I've seen them before.
Yeah, and I used to do that. My grandfather was really big on that. He used to stop off at that spot and get himself a bunch of spring water and take it home, and he'd have like gallon jugs of it piled up in his house.
All fine and dandy. But then it goes back to that stream thing. Do you really think it's safe?
Yeah, that's what I wonder. And is there some kind of asshole standing at the top of the mountain taking a piss in the stream? You know what I mean? Because you never know. You just never know.
Or whatever. A leak of gasoline pipe
Right.
or
Right.
oil or whatever.
Exactly. And then it gets ugly, and it's just like...
So, let the people do what they want. But you do have to be careful because there are things in water. Like there is salmonella in water.
Oh, yeah.
You can get sick.
Yeah, parasites.
And-
You get all kinds of parasites.
And it's probably fine 99.9% of the time that you go where your grandfather did and where all these other people do.
Right.
I'm sure that's fine.
Sure.
But sometimes you just don't know.
Right. Exactly. And I think honestly they should have somebody checking that kind of stuff just to make sure that, hey, yeah, you can get your water from there if you want. That's at your own risk. But at the same time, the DEP says, hey, man, this shit is nasty. You know what I mean? There's lead in this water. You know what I mean? Or what have you, you know? Yeah, so, but yeah, that's spring water. How the hell did we get on spring water? We were talking about Thanksgiving and you whizzed.
Deer pee? Deer poop?
Deer poo! Yeah, speaking of deer, you shits. Man, why does Pennsylvania got to be like the worst when it comes to that?
Don't ask me how we have any deer left. Have you seen many on the highways?
Yeah, they're getting slaughtered left and right.
All the animals.
And just keep going, oh man, stupid ass. You know what I mean?
And I just don't understand why. Well, I guess I've done stupid things before, but why can't animals get it in their head, stay away from that?
Right, yeah. Especially, the simple thing is, even simpletons should realize, this thing is much bigger than me, and it's moving. If it hits me, I have 0 chances of making it out alive. So why am I going to take my chances and get near that? You know what I mean? Why am I going to walk out on a road with this thing that's like 50 times my size? I don't get it. Sometimes I see deer and I think to myself, oh yeah, he's going to run out in the middle of the road because he's stupid. And that's the reason why he's going to do that, even though he sees me coming right towards him. So yeah, I don't know. I think deer are pretty stupid animals, but They are just...
Every living thing on this planet is stupid in one way or another, including us.
Yeah, that's true.
But, I can't help but wonder. I don't know. I ask my cat all the time, why do you find the most opportune time to plant your ass in front of my feet? Why do you do that? No, I know your little paw hurts from getting stepped on, and you scream and cry as soon as it happens.
Right.
And it sounds like it hurts.
Right.
So why do you keep putting yourself in that position?
Right. Yeah. Why when I come home with a bag of groceries and a bunch of shit in my hands and I can't see you, you decide you're going to walk in front of me? You know, you prick.
Or, from the doorway all the way to the kitchen, wide space, except this one little spot where it goes down to just a foot.
Yeah.
And that's where he stops.
He's like, obstacle much? Yeah, that's what he's all about.
I have no idea what he's doing. I think it has to do with food. I don't know. He'll do that when he's not hungry or just fed. Cats are notorious for that, for
Yes.
getting under feet.
Yes, very much so. Yeah. All my whole life, that's the way cats are. My cats don't do that because we just have numerous ways of being able to get in and out of the house. But it's just weird. Yeah. The majority of cats will get in your way just to, get in your way. I guess they love you, but they don't realize, I'm gonna get killed.
How does your dog respond to the cats?
She
Are those
nips-
his pet? Are those her pets?
She nips at them. No, she doesn't. She doesn't like them very much.
She don't like them very much.
No, not at all.
No.
Yeah, she intimidates the one male cat that we have. He hides underneath our sofa, which really sucks because I'd like him to come out more, but she's an intimidator and she knows she's got it over on him, so she intimidates the crap out of him and he stays under there. Now the other cat, she just doesn't give a flying fuck. She's just like, whatever,
Did either one of them have claws?
Yeah, well, both of them do.
Have they made it known to her?
There's a couple of times where, the female cat has definitely gotten over on the dog because the dog will start smacking her with her tail and then the cat just goes right in the claws, right in the tail. The dog's like, "Arr!" and it freaks out and jumps and it spins around like she's gonna bite her and shit. So yeah, she's made she knows, They've never attacked each other, at least not that we know.
Just this male cat, just
male cat's just intimidated. He's always been shy. But, the dog just makes it even worse. Exacerbates the situation. So, but what are you going to do? All right, well, I guess that's good for now.
Well, that's good for now.
That's good to know. Very good, sir. Yeah, catch us maybe in a couple more minutes. We'll see.
Yeah, we're going to take a short little break, and we're going to come right back. Maybe high, maybe not. Yeah.
Maybe high. I don't know. We'll see.
And come on back right with us. Well, if you don't, thanks for tuning in for this one.
Yeah, exactly.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit more about our hiatus coming up here very shortly, the winter break, and what you can expect from us in the upcoming show. But for right now, if you like what you see, like, subscribe, say hello to my little friend. Go to jeffanddan.com, or make sure you visit our links that have been popping up down there in the thing. It's down there. It's not showing up right now, but throughout the whole show it's kind of showing up. It's our Twitter and our Facebook, or you can just go to jeffanddan.com and say hello to us.
Yeah, and email us. And
yes, annoy the shit out of us.
Call Jeff in the middle of the night.
There they are. There's our Twitter feed right there.
At Jeff and Dan.
That's right. And there's our Facebook feed too. All right, very good. So I am Jeff.
I am Dan. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, we'll talk to you guys soon.